Wow, welcome back to the channel, guys. I just freaking, man, it is getting good. Are you guys feeling what is going on? I mean, this craziness is happening right in front of our eyes. They said it was the biggest sting operation in history. It's the biggest sting operation in history. People are going down left and right. Did you guys catch what happened at the P. Diddy case today? Oh my gosh. You thought nothing was going to happen. It's just building. It's just building. And the amazing thing is what I'm going to show today is Pam Bondi just announced the biggest fentanyl drug bust in human history. And it is crazy. All right, guys. If you didn't believe that stuff's going on behind the scenes, you're missing out. You're missing out. Here she is, guys. Without further ado, Pam Bondi.
In our cities with a weapon of mass destruction, fentanyl. And when we catch you, like all of these individuals, if convicted, we will put you behind bars, there will be no negotiating, and we will lock you up for as long as humanly possible. We will not negotiate with those who are killing our family members, including brothers, sisters, daughters, sons, parents, friends. Everyone in this room, I guarantee you, knows someone who has been afflicted with drug addiction, and many who have known someone who has lost a loved one because of this trash on our streets. The precursors are made in China. It was sent to Mexico and came right in our country. And again, 6 of these individuals were here illegally. That won't shock you. And we're running a massive, massive drug operation.
Once you try a comfort hoodie, you can't go back to regular hoodies. They're slightly weighted,
the ones that
super
trying to save
oversized.
these people,
It's that
and
perfect fit that makes
amazing. And they're getting mad about it. That's the thing. Are you guys catching on what's going on here?
This kind of success doesn't happen without extraordinary leadership. And I want to personally thank my friend, DEA Principal Deputy Administrator Rob Murphy, DEA El Paso Division Chief Agent in Charge Omar Ariello. I'm killing your name, Omar. Omar, okay. And U.S. Attorney, where's Ryan? Ryan Ellison. I also want to thank again the brave men and women of law enforcement. Last week I joined them at a DEA laboratory, and we went there, and it was truly remarkable what we saw, how quickly these cartels can manufacture and make fentanyl powder and put it into these pills. But people need to know, parents need to know, kids need to know, this fentanyl, this bust, these 3 million pills for oxycodone, they put this in Xanax, they put this in Adderall, they put this in Molly, the date drug or the party drug, something called Molly. They put it in cocaine, and they put it in marijuana. And it is to get you so highly addicted that you can't get off it. 75,000 Americans are dying each year because of fentanyl. 75,000. And that's why this is so important today. You've got to spread the word. If you know anyone who is taking any recreational drugs, they need to be extremely careful, because there is a very high likelihood it could be laced with fentanyl. And that's one of the reasons 75,000 Americans are losing their lives each day. It is the #1 cause of death for individuals between 18 and 34 in our country. More seizures are coming, more arrests are coming. I guarantee you that. And these dealers, these sellers, these street level sellers better look out, because we will not be negotiating with you. We will bring you to justice, and we will not stop until this poison is off of our streets in our country. It is my honor to introduce my friend with DEA, Rob Murphy. Thank you again.
Yes.
Thank you, Attorney
You guys, I mean, your drugs, and you're going to take them if you're, whether you want to or not. Just know that I don't think this government's messing around anymore. Man, they're cracking down on all drugs.
General Bondi.
Well, I don't know about marijuana.
Good afternoon. First off, I'd like to take a second and thank the men and women at the DEA, along with our partners, U.S. Marshals, the IRS, obviously the U.S. Attorney's Office, who made this 6-month investigation happen. Without their tenacity, there was many obstacles that they faced throughout this investigation. And let me reiterate what the Attorney General Bondi said so well. This was a major drug trafficking organization led by Alberto Salazar Amaya, operating in the United States with no regard at all for the disruption to families, addiction, and ultimately death that was probably caused for the distribution. That nearly $5 million in cash represents poison that was distributed throughout at least 6 states that we were able to identify in this country, and who knows where it went when it was sold to that first level. Obviously a major organization. This team was able to infiltrate the organization at every level. We knew how the drugs were being brought into the U.S. We've identified the main players in Mexico who belong to the Sinaloa cartel, who was recently designated by this administration as a foreign terrorist organization. We are exploiting them at every level. We continue to do that. We expect more out of this investigation. Could not be more proud of the men and women that put their lives on the line every day, doing this job, working through the obstacles to make sure that the communities they live in, the communities we all live in, continue to be as safe they can be. So thank you, Attorney General Bondi, for giving us the attention it needs.
If you're over 40 and ignoring your hearing, you could be damaging your brain in unintended ways. Let me show you how.
Does that even make sense? Doesn't make sense.
And
so
look forward to see what happens in the future. And so with that, I'd like to introduce U.S. Attorney Ryan Ellison.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ryan Ellison, and I'm the United States Attorney for the District of New Mexico. I'm going to give you a brief overview of the investigation that dismantled one of the largest and most dangerous fentanyl operations in United States history. This case involved coordinated efforts from federal, state, tribal, and local law enforcement agencies across multiple states. As a result of this ongoing investigation, 16 individuals have been arrested, including the alleged leader, Heriberto Salazar Amaya, an illegal alien from Mexico with 2 prior removals and direct ties to the Mexican cartel. In Albuquerque alone, authorities seized staggering quantities of illegal drugs and assets, including over 2.7 million fentanyl pills, 11.5 kilograms of concentrated fentanyl powder, 7 pounds of methamphetamine, multiple kilograms of heroin and cocaine, 41 firearms, to include ghost guns and weapons modified for automatic fire, more than $600,000 in cash, and numerous luxury vehicles. This sophisticated fentanyl and narcotics distribution network spanned New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, and Utah, and was responsible for distributing lethal narcotics throughout the western United States. The sheer scale and potency of this fentanyl is sobering, with enough lethal doses to kill countless Americans. All defendants faced serious federal charges related to conspiracy and distribution of fentanyl, along with additional charges for firearms offenses and immigration violations in certain cases. I would like to thank the DEA's El Paso division, primarily the Albuquerque field office, as well as many other DEA field offices across the western United States, our local and federal partners, and the assistant U.S. attorneys that are prosecuting this case. Together, we have sent a clear message. We will not tolerate those who profit from poisoning American citizens.
Right.
The fight continues, but today, our communities are safer with these drugs and criminals off the streets. Thank you.
I agree. I agree 100%. I mean, I just think that a lot of our young kids are getting it, and it's like Pam was saying that they lace it with fentanyl, and then they get addicted. But I don't know fentanyl or drugs very well, so I can't really talk to it. So I apologize for that.
I just want to add one thing. I was briefed before this by all of the agencies together, and the coordination with the AUSAs and DEA and the law enforcement agencies is truly remarkable. Thank you all. And again, be safe out there every day. They're out there risking their lives every day to save us and keep us safe. So thank you all. I think we're going to take a couple questions, but we are going to remain on topic today because we are here for something so serious. And I had wanted to walk out first and let you all hold this. This is how much fentanyl it takes to kill you. So if you want to come up and look at this after in this vial, you're welcome to. It looks like just a few grains of salt. And this is what it takes to kill.
It's not much, guys. I don't want my kids to die of drugs. And so let's fight against this. What do you guys think?
Okay.
Just a reminder, we're staying on topic today.
Madam Attorney General, I was wondering if you're seeking to deport the 6 illegal aliens who are here or charge them first and then seek to deport them. I know there's been a number of high-profile arrests you guys have made where you've made the decision to just go after deportation versus criminal trial.
This guy is the leader. He's the #1 guy. And I want them to stay in our prisons as long as possible. I have no desire to send them back to Mexico because they were coming across our border illegally. No longer will they be able to do that. But the amount of drugs, the amount of money, the amount of weapons, most of these individuals, if convicted, will remain in American prisons. Perhaps Alcatraz.
Mary Margaret, Daily Wire.
Thank you, Attorney General Bondi. Can you give us more information on some of these individuals up there, and can you also share whether you've had any success in getting the Mexican government to help you extradite any of these cartel members?
We will be hopefully working with them on one soon. But yes, Mexico has been cooperating in the past. I think we extradited 29 here to our country to face charges. Some of the top cartel members in our nation's history, some of the worst of the worst. And we brought them here. One, in fact, is at the Kiki Camarena, right? The one, I can't think of his name. He killed Raphael, yeah. He killed Kiki Camarena, a DEA agent in the 80s. And Kiki Camareno's widow and son family had been trying to get this guy back since the 80s and could not do it. And President Trump, working hand in hand with Mexico, was able to get him back to this country. And we spoke to Kiki Camareno's widow and son, and they were both in tears. His son is now a judge, and his son had his father's handcuffs and had them engraved. And I think at some point that monster who tortured and murdered his father will be wearing those handcuffs. But he's now in American custody, along with, I think, 28 others that we were able to extradite with President Trump working with Mexico to stop this really reign of terror and this poison coming into our country.
That's awesome, guys. Hey, I'm going to leave it right there. They're just asking some more questions. And it goes on for like another 3 to 5 minutes. So what do you guys think about Alcatraz? I'm just curious what everybody else is thinking. I've never been out there. I imagine it's pretty run down if it's been closed for so long. Or what's going on out there? Because the Democrats are sort of like they shouldn't be opening it back up. So if the Democrats don't want to do it, I think we should do it. What do you guys think? Give me a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for coming in, guys. We'll see you next time.